This should be fun. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. Why are my headphones on? That's strange. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good one. We're going to be listening to a new band today. The band is called Toy Matinee. They've only released one album. It was released in 1990. But apparently it's a very widely regarded, well-known album. I don't know about widely regarded, but it's well-known at least. We're going to be listening to Last Plane Out. This is a Patreon request from a new patron. I believe his name is John. Make sure I have your last initial right, because we have a lot of Johns. John P. Thank you very much for support. Thank you very much for your support, John. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. He said that if I like this, that he might request a whole album. So let's see what happens. I'm not familiar with this band, obviously, but this one record thing, bands that only released one record and it's very well known, it's usually either a total hit or a total miss. So I'm excited either way. Let's go. If y'all not subscribed, please help your brother out. Click that icon somewhere down there. I'd really appreciate it. It takes like 2 seconds. It's absolutely free. And it really helps the channel out. Do it. I'm waiting. I won't start the song until you do it. I'll turn this reaction around. Thank you. Alright. Toy Matinee, Last Plane Out in 3, 2, 1, hit it. Got a video too. Oh shit.
Getting warmer now that the trees are all cleared. No time for a conscience, and we recognize no crime. Yeah, we got dogs and Valvoline. It's a pretty damn good time. Man of reason, not of rhyme. Keep
that bass.
spoils and share the crime. Hey, good man, bad man, all without hope for passage on the last plane out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's one repressed do-gooder and a few who still believe.
This video is so weird.
I think there were 5 good men here yesterday, but they were asked to leave. So we've kept the good old vices and labored to invent a few. With cake and vulgar surplus, we can have it and eat it too. Man of reason, not of rhyme. Keep the spoils and share your crimes. Good man, bad man, free man, without hope for passage on the last plane out.
Those harmonies are really good.
Man of reason, your face, walking backward, blazes ace. Good man, bad man, free man, without
The 80s is strong with this one, even though it was released in 90.
plane out.
Uh-oh. I hear some Steves in that.
So here's a concept you can't dance to, an idea you cannot harm. There may not be
That bass is funky.
when all is said and done.
I love that part.
Said the big man may be joining us soon, but I never was the type to hang with the harbingers of doom.
I hear that.
Party is addictive, self-destructive, no doubt. So I hope that someone saves a seat for me on the last plane out.
was waiting for it. The bass player. That reminded me of Owner of a Lonely Heart a little bit, actually. Reprise Records, I know them. That's like definitely in the vein of like Asia and 90s Yes, or whatever 80s Yes was, I guess, actually. It's like trying to mix prog and pop together and rock too. I think they did it pretty well here, honestly. It was a really good effort. I liked the harmonies. I wouldn't say I loved the individually, like the lead singer's vocals or the harmonies together though. They sounded really good. The drums were a little too compressed, but at the same time, this is a YouTube video from like 12 years ago, I think. So it's probably like 480p compression. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really fault it for, you know, being like that. So like I could have used I don't know. The snare didn't sound as good as I wanted it to be. The drums were a little too far back in the mix, but I enjoyed the bass a lot. The bass sounded great. The harmonies were really good, and I enjoyed those guitar breaks that sounded like it was one of the Steves, you know, from Yes or Genesis. Take your pick, you know. I definitely heard that and like that acoustic. It reminded me of like a Steve Howe sort of thing. But unfortunately, those were the shortest parts. But like I said, overall, it wasn't my favorite thing I've ever heard, but I enjoyed it. I really did. It's a fun listen. It's very easy on the ears. Like I could play that like for my girl and she wouldn't get mad at me. I've been playing what have I been playing? I've been playing like The Who for her, and she's familiar with that because like she grew up in bars and stuff like that. You know, literally sucks, but it's just life is a strange thing, isn't it? But yeah, she likes The Who. I've been playing stuff like that. I tried to play one of the weird Zappa tracks for her, and she didn't. She looked at me like I had like two heads. I was like, all right, I'll change it. My bad. What did I put on? What did I put on for her? It was something weird. It was one of those weird Zappa tracks we listened to, and like I was like, hey, this is stuck in my head. You're gonna love it, you know? And she kind of looked at me like, huh? You know? Yeah, man, that was definitely interesting. Thank you, John, for that. Like I said, I think my favorite thing would be those like acoustic guitar breaks that sounded like Yes or Genesis. I definitely got like a prog pop kind of vibe from it, like Asia, you know, or 90125. Yes, I think I got that right. But like I said, overall it's a very enjoyable listen. It's easy on the ears. It's not too heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It's like potato chips. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it tastes good, but it's not, you know, very filling. I guess that would be my tagline for this. I enjoyed it though. Thank you, John, for that. Let's see who we got. There's a lot on this. Like, there's a lot of info on this album. All right, so Kevin Gilbert is the vocals, guitar. The guitar and keyboards. Patrick Leonard, keyboards, backing vocals. Brian McLeod, I don't know. Drums, percussion. Tim Pierce on guitar. Guy Pratt on bass. This is for the whole album. Bill Bottrell on guitar and percussion. I don't think there was any clarinets on this track, so I doubt that was them. What? The live band? Sheryl Crow? No shit. So in their live band, Sheryl Crow does keyboards, piano, and backing vocals for this album. That's really cool. Who would have thunk it? Is that the Sheryl Crow? Like that Sheryl Crow? Yeah, it is. No, that's fucking awesome. I didn't know that. But yeah, there's like a lot written on this album. Apparently they worked with Madonna beforehand, and then they approached Patrick Patrick approached Guy about forming a band. They become friends after working on Like a Prayer and I'm Breathless by Madonna. And then they signed a bunch of people together and they released this one album. And this was, I guess, the one single they released from it. I don't know. It doesn't really say. But it was very interesting. Thank you, John, for that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, definitely, like I said, Asia. That's what just screamed Asia to me. And I enjoyed that. I've only heard like 2 Asia tracks and like a couple Yes tracks from the 80s, but I definitely felt that vibe from this. But it also had a little more of a 90s, early 90s, late 80s kind of twinge to the sound of it as well. You could hear it from the very first note. I was like, oh yeah, this is like late 80s. You can just tell. I don't know why, but I don't know. That was interesting. Thank you again, John. And I think that's it out of me, guys. If you guys want to hear anything else by them off this album, let me know. If you think I'd like anything or people on the channel might like it, drop a request or leave a suggestion down below. I would really appreciate it. I think that's it out of me, guys. If you all didn't know, we have a Patreon right there. That's the picture. There's a link for it in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get 1 free request a month. If you join the $30 tier, you can get up to 2 free requests a month under 8 minutes. Or you can pick 1 track of any length. And there's also an album tier for that if you want to pick an album or get 4 songs a month. You know, it all equates out to different things. And if you just want access to all of our block videos and all the Patreon exclusive content that we have out there, there is a tier, the $3 or the $5 tier you can join, and that gets access to all the behind the scenes stuff and every single video I have on there. Beatles albums, King Crimson, Frank Zappa, you just name it, it's on there. Well, like 4 or 5 bands. But yeah, and there's a PayPal link in the description as well for tips, requests, and anything else. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Wait, hold on. Bye-bye.